Hello everyone, welcome to episode 142 of Wool is the Answer. I'm Marie.
I'm Dominique. That's it.
I'll apologise now for sniffing. I'll try not to sniff too much. Did you have a good journey?
It took longer than I thought, but I think Friday traffic. I think that's all it was, but...
You haven't rushed in then?
No, I know I've managed to get unpacked and, yeah, not rushed in too much, but no, it was 30 mile an hour speed limit over the Humber Bridge because of the wind, but at least it goes, so...
Is it that bad for the wind outside then?
Yeah, really, really windy.
Oh dear.
So, but here, settled.
Good.
Ready for...
What are you looking at? What's the weather like?
It's a cobweb. Yeah, ready to enjoy my holiday.
What's the weather like?
It's windy, but warm. The wind is warm.
Oh, good.
So, but I am right on top of a cliff top, so it is always windy here. Yes. But the sun was just setting as I got here. It was...
Can we see your little room all the way around? Oh, nice.
I mean...
That looks nice. Or is it too difficult to move your phone?
Let's do it at the end, because once I move it...
Yes, it mightn't work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to see what it looks like, go back to this time last year, because I was here.
Yeah, exactly. A year ago today. A year ago, that's where you were.
But I've not done it yet. I normally get the visitors book and then go back and find out when I was last here.
Hello, everybody, anyway.
This book goes back to 2005, I think. So, yeah, it's home from home, and it's fantastic.
You're in exactly the same cottage.
Yeah, exactly the same cottage. I obviously didn't write it. Oh, no, that wasn't last year. That was 2009. I was going to say, I obviously didn't write in it. Yeah, same cottage. I think it's I was there the 12th to the 19th last year, so I'm there here exactly the same week. And it was my 5th annual visit then, so it's my 6th annual visit now.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, so
have you did you pack the car then with lots of projects, lots of goodies, lots of things to do?
Yeah, I've packed the car full, but I've packed the car with all my wool. I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to have time while I'm here to think about what I want to be doing.
Right. So what have you... I've not... I got your screen right, that's better.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So those that are on the go, I've brought with me.
Yes.
But I don't know why I'm doing this, because I've got Advent things to open in 3 weeks. But yeah, so like I do sometimes when I come on holiday, it's time to get all your wool out, have a look, and plan for the year ahead. So that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, you didn't give us a photo. Have you taken a photo of all your projects? We need another one of those, please.
Yeah, I ought to. I meant to do it as I was leaving and then got sidetracked. I've got 4 baskets full to bursting with wool.
4 baskets. That's hilarious.
And then about 4 other bags. I've emptied everything I've got. I've brought everything I've got. So,
good.
Yeah. So I will take some pictures of them lined up nicely.
Good. That's what we need. So, what have you got on your needles at the minute? Then, what's one of your projects you got on your needles?
Oh, and this is going to be. This is my. Oh, yes. I've not got many.
Oh, there's a bell in there. I can hear a jingle bell. Is it a jingle bell, or have you surreptitiously put a cat in there?
A bell that was at the bottom of the bag. Right. I've got finished objects.
Very nice.
That's right, because that looks really zigzaggy, but it doesn't look like that in real life.
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, I suppose it does, but you don't notice it as much in life.
They look very warm and very snuggly.
So they are, I mean, they seem to take me forever, these, but they're the Glitterball socks in squishy double knit.
But you have been busy, let's be honest. You have been busy doing stuff, so...
I know, but you know when you just think, I suppose they just didn't get much love, or not much love, much attention, but I'm pleased they are off the needles. That looks really zigzaggy.
Looks really pretty. And I like how the little heels, all you can see is the yellow on the heel. What's the other one like?
Yeah. Well, in fact, they're both very similar, actually.
Yes.
Much more yellow.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yet when you hold the other shit, when you hold them up, you don't notice the yellow as much. It's weird. It's weird.
Is it really, if I don't see the purple as much, but you do when, I mean, that doesn't look like there's any purple on the heel.
I mean, it's weird. It is weird.
Magic. So they are off the needles, which is why I thought I can just go through and pick out what I want to knit the next pair of socks in, things like that. So,
well, since you've showed yours, mine are off the needles too.
And yet I mean, it does. Yours, I can see more blue in yours.
It's weird, isn't it? Really,
yeah.
Really weird. I mean, I don't think the light out. So mine are in sparkle, and it's with the turquoise in the sparkle. And we put these on as sock sets as well. So if you wanted, you can replicate this with the turquoise and the. I really like them, but they are. I mean, it's weird. They do look like they've got a bit of a striping, and then this clever self.
They look like they're in rows.
Yeah.
Mine, they've spiraled.
Weird.
That's full knit and that's 4-ply, so you've got different stitches.
Yeah, exactly.
It just shows the difference. When people say, what do they knit up? Well, it depends how many stitches you're doing it because it looks so different.
Exactly. So mine is knit over 64 stitches for my socks on 325 needles.
And mine, I think, was 50 or 52.
But they're really soft and squidgy. How weird that we've got them finished at the same time again. That's weird. Because we've sort of been showing them at the same time, haven't we, each week, but in different stages. But yeah, I've literally just cast mine off and just gave them a bit of a press on the blocker. So yeah, they'll be going in my sock drawer.
I'd got, it was my works monthly knit and natter on Monday night, so I'd taken them to finish then.
Yeah.
Or nearly finished, not quite.
So you're going to cast on another pair of socks then while you're there, do you think?
Yeah, I think I will. Whether or not I'll get them cast on, but yeah.
You'll think about it.
I always like to have an easy project on the go. So it'll either be wristies or socks because they're easy to knit. Yeah, so
exactly. And do you want to see a little bit of Christmas?
Oh yeah, let's see a little bit of Christmas.
Well, I was showing these, and I showed you the panels, so I'm going to show you the little gingerbread baskets I made. And I remember talking to you ages ago about the panels that I bought, and it was Marjorie's fault because Marjorie directed me in that direction. And there was me thinking I was going to put my Advent books in, you know, the books, the second-hand Advent calendar I got books. I thought that'd be perfect. That'll look second-hand books.
Kingdom of Books, wasn't it?
Books, yeah. So I thought, oh, they'll be perfect. I'll use all three and get all my books in. Yeah, right. I was giggling when I was making them, and I know I put on social media a few things. So I've put one of my Advent calendars in it. I haven't opened any of them, but I'm not telling you which one it is because you might have the same, but they're all hidden anyway. So that's got one full Advent calendar in. And that is I haven't put the handles on because I just thought they're so cute. I didn't see any need of the handles.
Yes.
So that's the large one. So I've done a little, you probably can't see, I have done a little bit of quilting on it, do you know what I mean, by sewing around some of the bits. Can't see there, can you? No. You can't. I have definitely done it. So I'll show you probably on another one. You might be able to see. So that's the big basket.
So who would they buy?
Amber makes, and she sells the panels. So you buy the panels, cut everything out, and I think all you had to use extra was wadding and interfacing for the handles. But of course, I didn't put the handles on. But so it was really simple to make, really clever instructions.
And is that 12 or a 24-day advent calendar?
24 advent calendar.
Just to give some context of how many you've put in there.
Yes. I haven't looked at what's in it. Literally everything is wrapped up and it's all in there. So that is really cute. So I'm really happy with that. And then you got another 2, which are little gingerbread houses, obviously. Let's see if you can see on there where I've done the extra sewing. No, you blooming well can't see, can you? Anyway, so that's the next size, the medium, and then the small. But the small, literally, so Joe Piccoli's little, we have their little yarn tubs. That's like putting it into context how big it is. So guess what it fits perfectly.
It's 100-gram cake, does it?
It's a 100-gram cake. So they've got matching insides. Look, they're all very cute. They are really nice. So I have got some other things that will go in there for Christmas. But I mean, it's just the perfect size for that one, isn't it? Yeah. But I did giggle to myself because I was thinking there is no way all those books was ever going to fit in there, was there? I don't know how big I thought it was going to be. But I did giggle to myself.
And I bet if you'd have read, it would have said somewhere how big the...
Of course it would. Of course it would. But I mean,
Yeah.
But the funniest thing is, Linda had given me some quite thick wadding that you put inside baskets, so it could make it more substantial.
Yeah.
I couldn't use it because it would have made the baskets even smaller. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not really going to make any difference because they are just squidged up. So it's not as if you needed a proper rigid shape for it because they're so small anyway. But yeah, it literally fits. I mean, this is ridiculous. I haven't even got a cake of yarn near me. Hang on, I might have one here. This is a used cake of yarn. Well, look, it is. It's perfect. It's just like a yarn tub.
Well, that's a gingerbread yarn tub that you can use all year.
Exactly. And I mean, if you think about it, then that one could be a double yarn tub when you're using 2 colours. And then this one can be a 4.
I mean, they can still have projects in them, can't they?
Exactly. And as we know, Christmas isn't just for Christmas, is it?
You can have them all the time.
So I was really, really chuffed a bit with them. And then, of course, while I was out shopping one day, look what I found.
I saw them pictures on the...
Yeah, I put them on the...
Yes.
So these are from Yisk. And, I mean, look, they're already tangled already. Because I just flung them in the basket after I'd used them. So they're going to go back in there. But they're so cute. They had little gingerbread men ones as well. They had loads of little ones. I think they were only £4, and I think it's 3 meters long. So quite nice. Obviously, got to buy the batteries as usual.
Yeah, but all battery operated lights are like that, aren't they?
Yeah. So anyway, so that's a little bit of Christmas starting already, which is quite cute. So put those down. But yeah, I was honestly killing myself laughing, thinking, I might get about 5 books in there if I'm lucky, if they're like tiny little ones. But
with your book advent, it's not as if you can open one, read it, open the next one. No. So you can only open them daily, can't you?
Yes. So I have got a nice basket in the loft, like a Christmassy basket anyway. So they'll go in there. I'll put them out and put them all in there. So yeah. Anyway, so that's so that was doing something a little bit different, doing a bit of sewing, which was quite nice.
So what other knitting have you got?
Well, I've got another cast on and cast off.
Oh, let's see it. Ah, a Mussellburgh.
I've made a Mussellburgh hat.
Yeah.
And it's Pixie Yarns. I bought it ages ago. Can you remember double knit Pixie Yarns?
I really like the colours.
And I panicked because I didn't think I was going to have enough yarn left. So I went in the stash, and I think this is one of yours. It's the, it was only a tiny little ball that had been left over for when you knit something. It was the multicoloured nep, you know, the one that you did grey, the Donegal multicoloured nep.
Yes.
And there was only a bit of it left. I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just do striped because it's gone on the inside.
Yes.
But I probably would have had just enough to have done it all exactly the same. But it's actually worked out quite well, because when you turn it in half and then fold it up, it just gives, it's about the right, do you know what I mean? So it's worked out really well.
Well, when we've mentioned them before, that's what we've said. They can be, you can do them all in one colour, stripe, they can be reversible. So you've got two hats in one, haven't you?
Exactly. So I'm really happy with it. But I mean, as we know, I look ridiculous in hats, but I'll put it on. So
do you know what colour it was from Pixie Yarns?
No, I can't. I thought I've been too sensible, and I've put the bag away. I've been tidying up. But I mean, I have got quite a bit left of it, so I probably would have had enough.
Yeah.
But I might make some wristies to go with it, with that and the grey.
Yeah.
Just, not with the plumbing, you know, literally just little wristy warmers.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's all have a laugh, because we know Marie doesn't suit hats, but I do wear them when I go out walking.
This is the hat that can be done in any weight.
I mean, for a hat, this isn't bad for me, is it? I mean, I still look ridiculous, but that's it a bit
ridiculous, Marie. You don't look ridiculous. You just look like your dad for some reason. Put your hat on. I thought, oh my God, it's your dad.
I'll take my glasses off. It's maybe the glasses that do it. Right. And then it's not bad. It's not bad for me.
Not bad at all.
You know, I mean, I just always look ridiculous in hats because my head's so little. But I tell you what, when I go out walking, my head never gets cold. It's always my ears. I get really cold ears, and then I can't start. You know, you get that horrible pain in your ears. I normally have like a what you call it, like an ear warmer thing on. But so this is quite. I think it needs blocking a bit more, because it's. I mean, I did it to the length it said, and I have got a small head, and I did adult, medium.
Right.
So I didn't go adult small, so but it's really nice. I really like it. So that's it that way.
So was that just 100 grams of double knit?
Yeah.
Well,
I think I would have got it down to 100 grams, but I just panicked. And then that's it the other way. I quite like that.
Completely different.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a hat. I just need more hair here. If I had a bit more hair here, it might even it out a bit.
But you've got, it's quadrupled over your ears, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's really, really warm on my ears.
Yeah.
Put my glasses on now, I can see everybody. That's better. But it knit up really, really quickly. I was surprised at how, I mean, you just have to, the casting on, obviously it's not a faff, but I just watched the video again just to get my head into it. And then, do the increases, and then just keep knitting.
Just knitting a tube, isn't it?
And the pattern's brilliant, because it literally tells you what size. So you do a certain bit, and then you just measure your gauge. So I use my little square from the knitting gift shop. Have I got it handy? She says. I mean, honestly, you'd think I'd be a bit more prepared, wouldn't you? I don't know where I've put it. So I just used that, and I then worked out what my gauge was, and then it tells you exactly what size you need. Yeah. And then it's a really clever pattern to show you how to knit it with different wool, different gauge, different needles.
I think any pattern that does that, you do the maths as you go, depending on your age, the size, the wool, needles, it is very clever. Yeah, very, very clever. So yeah, I'm more than happy with that, and I would definitely knit it again, because it is just such a simple, effective. You've got no ribbing, no faffing about, just knit, and it is so warm. And I'm pleased I've knit it in double knit, because it really is good on your ears. It doesn't make your head feel too hot. But yeah,
So thank you for whoever told us about that pattern. I can't remember who it was. Was it Victoria?
Tori's definitely told us about it. Kathy's knitted, quite a few people. It's been a popular pattern for a long time, and I'm saying it is going on my list of things to knit. It just keeps getting further down.
From baby size up to,
yes,
the big heads of the world.
Who's it by?
I can't remember. I just Mussellburgh, and it's BURGH.
Yes.
It's on our Ravelry.
And I know where else. I just can't. It was by.
I can't think of the name. I should have. I've been too organised and put it all away.
It's an easy one to find because I found it I don't know how many times, and
I should have weighed it really. I will weigh it and I'll let you know next week how much it weighs, so then you know for 100 grams. But I think I'd have been close. I think I would have been close. But no, I'm really happy with that. And like you say, the colours, just love the colours.
Really, really nice. It's I don't know. It makes me think of I was going to say, yeah, rose.
It does look like Quality Street colours, actually.
Yeah,
really pretty.
Very nice.
Yeah, really nice. So
yeah,
thank you. That's why I can't remember it, because I would never remember that now. So Ysolda Teague. So yeah, that was my cast on and cast off. So that's 2 cast offs I've managed to get done this week. So
and that is I think that'd make a really nice Christmas present.
Yeah.
100 grams.
Yeah.
Quite easy knitting. Nice Christmas present.
Yeah. However, if you gave that as a Christmas present, I would recommend that you put it back in its hat state, because somebody might just look at it and think, "Oh, what on earth is that? What on earth have you knit me?"
It needs to look like a hat.
Answers on a postcard of what it possibly could be. You would get it, wouldn't you, and go,
yeah.
What? Not big enough for a scarf?
Are they short oven gloves?
You can't put anything. Is it a very large sanitary towel? I mean,
that would. I mean,
one recommends that one puts it in the correct position.
I mean, that would be
any embarrassing questions.
It could be a good dinner party game for non-knitters. What do you do with this?
You could imagine, couldn't you, that you've like pressed it all nicely and you've like put it in a parcel, and then somebody gets it and goes, What is it?
What is it?
What is it?
Yes.
They probably never work out that you have to do that with it, would they?
You wouldn't think though, would you?
No. But really clever to make a nice warm hat, either in 4-ply double knit or chunky even, I suppose. Gosh, that would be warm, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you really could go in your stash and get anything out, wouldn't you?
Make a nice ski hat, I suppose, wouldn't it, if it was in chunky?
Yeah.
Big, massive bobble on the top as well.
You could still put a bobble on, because with a button that's removable, change it.
Even better.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I've got a cast off as well.
Oh, come on.
So you wait for 1 pair of socks, and then 2 come along. I've cast them off.
It's the Golden Girls. Oh, I like how you'd rolled it down like that. That looked cute.
Because I didn't just want to do a straight knit because my Glitterball would just straight knit. I just did purl 2, knit 1.
Nice.
But then when I came to the rib, I thought, I'm just going to reverse it. So I knit 2, purl 2, because then I can just fold it down and make
that looks really nice.
So that's what I mean. I don't know why the Glitterball took me for so long, because I did these in under a week. But again, double knit, and it's so squishy. So squishy.
And are you going to wear those then as like house socks?
Have these as like,
slobby socks.
Bed socks. Because I did, I've not organised now. I'll write it down, but it was I found a toe up, double knit sock pattern, different heel, and it was really nice. But I wasn't concentrating because it's meant to be like a slip stitch. So my slip stitch, the pattern goes a bit awry on both heels.
Anti-theft.
Yeah, I couldn't work out what I was doing. I think the pattern, I'd got 2 more stitches than the pattern or the other way around. So I thought, oh, I'll just fudge it. But it's still a heel. It doesn't matter.
Go with it.
But I just to do something different. So they are going to be my.
Have you tried them on? Did you feel comfortable?
Yeah, they do. They do really comfortable. And because I'm not putting them on with shoes, I'm just going to wear them as bed socks when it gets cold. So that was my Golden Girls knit, cast on, cast off,
really
which
nice.
is. I've got these 2 pairs of socks off the needles. I'm ready to put something else on them, but I don't know what else I'm going to do.
That's two cast-offs for both of us.
No.
What flipping heck is happening to us?
I've not had one for a while, so...
No, me either.
Coming, but yeah, so 2 pairs of socks.
2 pairs of socks.
So what else have you got?
I've got my jumper progress.
Oh,
so
yeah.
last week I was just under the armpit, wasn't I? I'd done about eight rows underneath the armpit, hadn't I? Yeah. I have finished.
You finished
all of the pattern. So I think last week I was probably about there. So I've done quite a lot on the jumper.
Yeah.
And then I'd started doing the going round on the body. And I thought, oh, do you know what? I've got the sleeves to do. I thought if I don't crack on with doing the fair isle on the sleeves, I'm going to do the body and then think, oh. So I've put my big girl pants on and I just did the sleeves up to there. So again, I've done sort of from here all the way down. And got it all
quite done.
So all of it is done now. So I'm done on both sides. I did both of them. So I'm ready now that once I've done the length, once I've got my length right,
yes,
I'm going to do the sleeves 2 at a time, I think. Just pick them up, just going. And although you should have, on the pattern, decreased, there was some decreasing to do there. Like I said last time, I didn't want it too tight. And I tried it on, and obviously where it comes is still under the bit where I probably got, more flesh than necessary probably. So I'm just leaving them and I'll just try it on as I'm going down. But this cardigan is quite tight fitting, do you know what I mean?
Right.
With a jumper like that, I like them a bit more so your arms can move.
Right.
So I'm just going to keep going. So I'm now literally on mindless knitting, round and round and round and round. But I love it. So anybody who hasn't seen it before, that's the Pagan Sky by Zanete Knits. And it is beautiful, really nice pattern. And when I've finished it, I'll tell you what the symbols mean different things as well. So it's all Latvian, but it's beautiful. Look how neat I am in the inside as well. I'm quite proud of this.
Very neat.
That's all my floats on the inside.
Yes. Yeah.
It's quite a nice pattern that you can sort of see, can't you?
Yeah.
But it is so warm. Because it's double knit.
Up here, you've got double thickness all the way down. Yeah.
So it'll be a nice, warm, chunky jumper.
Yes.
But we'll see what it's like when it blocks out. But it's because my tension towards the end, especially on the arms, seem to get a bit tighter. But there's a load of giving it. I've got, my floats, they're not really tight, the floats, so it will give a bit.
So you can block it.
Yeah, it'll go Mrs. Woody Woodington and it'll get a good stretch.
But it does look, with them colours, it really does look Christmassy and snowflakey.
Well, fingers crossed, I can get it done for the retreat. I'm not going to put myself under too much pressure.
Yeah.
But I have cast off my socks. I've got nothing else on my needles at the minute, apart from my blanket, which is on the, work in progress. And Dad's Christmassy socks. I've got that. I don't count those as projects. You know what I mean? A bit like you when you got some socks that they just sat there. So I think I'll just crack on with that and see how I get on until I get bored. That'll be the only thing of not knitting on the same thing. I might cast on the Hilly.
But the thing with that, your fair art's gone so low, you can't have that much to do.
I don't think I have. I need to put it against my the one I knit the calves. What was that called?
Your Nonna.
The Nonna, because I like that length jumper, maybe a little bit longer. So I need to know. I'll work off that jumper really, and the same for the sleeves. Because I do think it will give a bit once it's wet. Yeah. And I'd rather it was a bit big. I don't, Yeah. So that's. I'd managed to get the pattern done because I said I wanted to try and do it for car knitting on Saturday, didn't I? And on Sunday, and I did. I got the pattern done on the body, so I was ready to just sit and knit. Yeah. But I was getting too complacent with it. Thought I've got quite a lot of pattern work still to do on those sleeves, and so I finished that yesterday. So that got finished yesterday. So. Yeah. Well, it's just having just one colour. You're not having to. No, and I think I've gone into my last ball of white. And I've still got 3 balls. Hello. That's just my daughter popping in, everybody. Fine. So I've got 3 balls and probably about 80 grams on that one left. So I've got loads left. Yeah. So that worked out quite well. Are you getting ready to go to work? Good girl. Get out there earning. Well, let me show you the progress on mine. You could model my hat. You'd look better with a hat because you've got hair. I like it with the jumper as well. Dominique said that I look like Grandad in it. Oh. She laughed at me. But I was just saying, it didn't look odd. You just look like your dad. It didn't look odd. It just looked like my dad. Thank you. Right. She is laughing. Oh my Lord. I've got myself into a bit of a pickle. Oh dear. So the front is done. See you later, darling. The pin is done. Yeah. I've got them stitches on hold because I'm going to pick them up. I need to put the neckband on. Right. Why are you in a pickle? Back is done. On all the shaping's done. Have you forgotten your sleeves? Holes. I've forgotten my sleeve holes. Oh, Dominique. Pat, you don't want to put your arms through anyway, do you? You just want to. Like, of course, all I thought about was the shaping. But what I've forgotten about is I've put it in the round. So, it's not the end of the world. It's just, I went to pick everything up and was like, oh, that's not going to work. So this is why I've not done too much, because I have to get this done. That's where I need to. Actually, you a straight jacket. That's where I need to go down to. Well, can you not just? I'm just going to steek it. I was going to say, just steek it. Pick your stitches up, steek it. It'll be absolutely fine. That's what I'm going to do. So I've got. When did you realise? As I cast the back shoulders off, and then I got the pattern. It was like, join at the left shoulder seam. The pattern instructions are sparse, to say the least. So I was sat there, do this, knit that, and then I was like, oh, yeah, because I've done. So it's not the end of the world. Just teach myself a new technique and just steek. Exactly, you're just challenging yourself, aren't you? That's all you're doing. Because I've not got the pattern, but you do pick up and just like put a rib around. Yeah.
it's all going to be, it's not as if they're the edges and you're going to see them.
No, of course not.
So, I sat at the weekend and got that done. I thought, oh, I think I'm going to get it finished this week. No, I'm not. But, you know, you
This is what it could have looked like. Hold it up. This is what it could have looked like.
You learn something new every time. So the time I've saved, knitting it in the round, although it will still be better.
It will
be much neater.
It'll look much better. So what do you do with the neck? Do you just pick up and knit a bit of a rib around the neck?
And knit all the way round.
You'll remember the head, won't you?
Well, you join one side, and then I need to read it again. I think you join your sleeves and then
pick up,
shoulders.
Yeah, join the shoulders and then just pick up around the neck.
Pick up around the neck, and then you pick up and just, because it's not got sleeves, it's just got a rib to finish.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought I'd done all the thinking I needed to do about stopping.
Got too carried away.
Doing the back. I didn't even think about the arms. Doing the shaping. I didn't think about the arms. But I'll just stick it.
Exactly.
So this is my objective for the week, is to sort this out.
It won't take you long, because all you've got to do is work out the distance from where you need to start to the end.
Well, I know that already, because it tells you on the pattern to go 56 rows
and just pick the stitches up to one row, leave one in the middle, and just cut it. What's the worst that can happen?
I just need to remember to pick it up at the bottom as well.
Go across the bottom.
Yeah. So it won't take me long, but I just need to think about it before I do it. So
you like to challenge yourself. I mean, we would like a video as well when you cut it.
Yeah, you can have a video when I cut the armholes. So my knitting goals for the week are: finish this.
Yes.
Just go through all my wool and decide what I'm going to do next.
Yes.
And it might be the hilly, but that is a big project to be casting on leading into Advent season.
I know, that's the thing, because Sue was on knitting, one of our knitting ladies, on Thursday, and she's knitted quite a few, tank tops. And I'm desperate to knit one, just because they're quite nice just to put on top of a jumper and keep you warm. But yeah, there's a lot of work on that hilly, and Sue's done some really nice plain ones as well as patterned. And I'm desperate to get going on one, do you know what I mean? But I don't want to necessarily, I'm saying I don't want to use any more yarn. I've got enough yarn I could find, double knit somewhere. But that hilly, there is a lot of work in it, isn't it? Because it's all cables. Yeah, and I really want to get it cast on, but I kind of think, do I really want to get it cast on going into Advent? And that's not to say I'm not going to keep up all the way through. But I want to do knitting in December. I do want to do knitting on Advents, I think. Yeah. So we'll see. So, yeah. But I'd just like, because we all have stash and very rarely do you get it all out and look at it. So yeah, I'm going to plan some things together so I know what I've got going forward. I just need a easy project for the retreat. Yeah, that's what I'm taking. My blanket will be mine, and socks, dad's socks, I think. Yeah. So mine might be a hat. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just going to take this week to think about what I really want to do and plan something. I'll cast something on without a doubt. But yes, this will be, the hope is next week, this will have proper sleeves and be finished. So all I've got to do is the neckband and the ribbing for that. Yeah. And I've only
gone into that, and I've still got 2 more.
Oh, Lord.
But I would definitely have bought an extra one. I'm sure I would have done.
Yeah.
But I can't remember how many I've used now. So I'll let you know when it's all done. I'll weigh it.
Really nice. Yeah, because that's the same that I'm knitting with at the minute, isn't it, on this jumper? It's really nice. So you will get a jumper pack with some armholes in at some point.
But I think, I don't know, a while ago, I'd have had not a meltdown, but I'd have had a serious sense of humour failure. But now I thought...
It's easy to solve, isn't it?
It's easy to solve.
You don't have to pull your knitting out. You just need to steek it and
learn something new. So, but Mum did try it on, and it at least fits.
Good.
It does fit, and that was before I got to the top. So, yeah. So I've got 2 socks off the needles. I might have had that off the needles, but I will have next week. And then planning my Advent knitting.
Yeah, I mean, thank you to everybody who sent in all of. I mean, I still haven't gone through the exhaustive list yet. To have a look at all the things. You can't believe that there is so many. I think I know what I'm doing with mine, but it could change. You just don't know, do you? And I've seen 2 or 3 people have done like little vlogs or whatever about all the different. There's so many, but just putting them all down in just one document. Then you can. What do I want to do? I fancy doing a sock. I fancy doing, but. Yeah. I think I said, did we say last week? Oh, we definitely said at knitting. There's only a couple of crochet patterns on there. So yeah,
I found some more on Wednesday night that I've added to my document, but I won't. You can't edit documents. And because people have commented on the post, I don't just want to delete it and put new ones up. Yeah. So the ones Caroline suggested, I've just put as comments underneath the last post for crochet. But it just seems more common for knitting patterns for Advents than it does crochet for some reason.
So we've put it on our What is the answer? Knit and Natter page, haven't we, on Facebook? But if somebody's watching this and they're not on Facebook, just send us a message and we can send you the document, can't we?
Look, I did have a search to see if I could attach a document to YouTube, but you can't. I suppose just put it in the comments.
You could. It's a lot of typing, isn't it?
I just copy it.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah.
I'll put it in the comments of this one.
Right.
I mean, what I'll do is I'll do a comment for each category because I think there's 6 pages.
That's a good idea.
I'll do that for any of you that don't use Facebook.
Yeah.
But yeah, to start with, I was kind of bracketing them in designers, but the list got so big, I thought, I'm going to put it in categories. So
I like that idea of the categories, like you said, because sometimes you think, oh, what do I want to do? I know I don't want to make a pair of socks, so then you wouldn't even bother looking at those, would you? Or so there's some really nice ones, but I've only looked at a couple, but I need to go through and have a look at all of them. Well,
I obviously looked at all of them because I had to go and find them to put the patterns on there. But I kept getting sidetracked and I thought, I've just got to find it, but there were some beautiful ones. And I can't remember now. I'm going to just write it down in case. I can remember putting on the Quest, which was the one Caroline did last year, where you rolled the dice.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good idea, wasn't it? Where she had to roll a dice and then, depending on, it decided on which pattern repeat you were doing, didn't it? It was really clever, that, really clever.
Make your own shawl, basically. Yeah. It's just come to me, and I don't remember seeing that, but that was a really good one because every one of us could knit that shawl with the same wool, and you would all it would all look different every time.
Completely, yeah. That's a good idea, that one.
Caroline might have told me, and it might be on there, but I'm just going to double check because that was a really good one.
Good stuff.
If you've got any more, or you look on the list and there's some missing, just comment below and I'll keep adding to it, because that'll be good to add to next year.
Are you going visiting any local yarn shops while you're there then?
I don't, very rare. I can't remember doing it last year.
Is the one nearby? Oh, that was moving the thing. That could have been disastrous. Is there anywhere local then?
There must be.
Must be.
I don't need any more wool.
No, I know you don't need any more wool.
Normally, when I've come to Scarborough, it's normally the fabric shop I go to, but I've not been there the last couple of years either. There's a really big fabric shop. So unless anyone tells me there's wool shops that I absolutely have to go and visit in the Scarborough area, no. And I do normally wherever I go. I don't know what it is. I've never got into the habit of doing it here, and I don't.
Weird. I might go up to the it's the craft event up at the showground on Sunday.
Oh, is it?
Depending on what I'm doing, I might go and have a mooch around there, just see what they've got in.
But let's take a picture of the 4 baskets overflowing with wool. I think that's why I bring it up and look at. Otherwise, you just get overwhelmed with what you've got in your stash. So
I know exactly.
I don't really want to add to. The only thing I would add to is if I'd got beautiful skein of hand dyed and I wanted a solid to go with it.
Yes. Yeah.
But because I would just dye it.
Yeah, that's a very good point, because I mean, you are capable of dyeing them, aren't you? Really?
Yeah. But you know, you watch next Friday and I'll say, look what I've bought.
Well,
Tension.
We're the same. When I was going through mine, I was like, oh, I kept looking, thinking I could really do with some self-striping yarn. I went and looked in my stash. I had 3 balls of hand-dyed self-striping yarn I haven't even used yet. So I came off the website and stopped it, because I thought, what am I buying it for? I haven't worked out what I'm doing with the others. I know I will make socks. And it was funny because while when I was pressing those socks, what I might do as well in the next couple of weeks is take a photo of all my hand knit socks. Because I do wear them. I mean, I've got these on today. Look, these are my Winning Mum ones. I love these. I mean, it's a good job I can bend my legs.
Yes.
I love these.
These are mosaic socks, aren't they?
So warm.
Yes.
So I've got the, and these are probably about, they're patterned, because you know me, I'm not keen on a pattern on my socks. I'll just like plain vanilla. They're not too bad, these. And I actually had them on with a pair of boots and they weren't too bad. Because if you're the feet, I don't like it around my ankles sometimes.
But I suppose mosaic, it's not patterned as in.
No, but it does feel different. It does feel different. Yeah, I'm not keen on, like, I've got a pair of lacy ones. I'm really not keen on those. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, because it is mosaic and it's not too much. It's not a dented pattern, is it? It just makes it thicker.
Yeah, it's slip rather than actually in pearl or a lace pattern.
Yeah, I had them on my feet. I had a pair of tights on with my little boots, and I had them on underneath me, because my tights were slipping about inside my boots, so they were very comfortable.
I was just looking around. I finished. I mean, it didn't take me long at all, but I finished The Bullet That Missed, which is why I went to the library to get another book.
Oh, good. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really did really enjoy it until the last. I didn't like the ending.
But the thing is, it's like the ending's there ready for the next one, isn't it? It literally is, again, leading you straight into the next book.
It is, but more so than any of the others. I don't know. Thought I really enjoyed the book. The ending just left me maybe not disappointed, because I still really enjoyed it, but it was just it felt like it was a really good paced book that fizzled at the end.
I think, like the others, it felt like there was a little crack that it might lead to another book. Where this one, it's like a big gaping door.
Yes.
It's like, right, we're off.
Yes.
it's like,
Yeah.
oh, turn the page. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? It's like, let's go on an adventure.
Yeah.
All right, okay, that's the next book then. It is a bit, I know, I see what you mean. It is like an obvious, there's got to be another book, hasn't it? Where the others
absolutely ended.
they did, but there was a little bit that you had to think, oh yeah, well it could go, and it does start. The books do start literally from like that same day or the next day, don't they?
Yes.
But yeah, this one was a big gaping hole, wasn't it?
Everything was tied up in a bow, whereas this, it was like, oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Oh.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I really did enjoy it. Yeah. So, I ended up having to go to the library today. I can't. It's over there. I'm hemmed in. I can't get it. I just went to the library and I was looking for easy reading, and this had something like mince pies and Christmas bakery in the title. I thought that'll do. That'll do me.
So I'll have that.
Read.
Have you got television viewing already? Have you got lots of sport you need to watch?
Well, it's the World T20 Cricket World Cup final on Sunday, and then they start the one-day internationals in Australia next week.
Yeah.
There's all sorts.
What else have you got planned then? Will it be the usual Midsummer Murders, Jessica Fletcher?
Yeah.
Whatever's on ITV3 drama.
Yeah, probably. That's what it'll be. I'll have the radio on in the morning while I'm pootling about. I'll be not out early, but up and out.
Yeah.
It gets darker. So be home for 3:30, 4 o'clock some days. And then I've got the whole evening to knit, plan. I don't know.
Make armholes.
Yeah, sort my armholes out, do a jigsaw. I've got to get at least one jigsaw done.
How many have you brought with you?
2.
New ones?
2 brand new ones. I've got all sorts to do. But without doing anything. I'm going to meet 2 of our Knit and Natter ladies on Tuesday.
Nice.
So the whole point of me coming away this week normally that I do nothing. I do as little as I want or as much as I want.
So while we're talking about that as well, because I'm well, if my cold disappears, I'm going up my dad's beginning the next week. I've got a funeral to go to. So I won't be around to send orders out. So any orders that are placed after Monday will not be posted out until Friday, Saturday probably, or beginning of next week. So we're not going to shut the shop or anything, but the orders won't be posted out until I get back. So
yes,
Dominique as well. It's just the way it's worked. So
Yeah, we'll not shut the shop, but there'll just be a few days delay in getting
them there. And then on next Sunday, we're at Renishaw Hall, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, next Sunday we're at Renishaw Hall with needles, nibbles and
hooks. Yeah.
And I know it's all fully sold out, so we've got that. And then we're on to the retreat the following weekend. Yeah.
I mean,
can't believe
it is just flown by. Like, we were prepping for Yarndale and Bakewell, and now we're here.
I know. It's just bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely bonkers. So I've been doing quite a lot of retreat prep this week, sorting little things out, as you do for little people coming along, for little goodies and things. I've been busy in my little busy place.
Yeah. Marjorie's saying the ladies rugby final. Dad just said to me, "Are you going to get up for it?" I said, "I'm not setting my alarm for 6:30, but when I wake up, I'll put it on.
That means
I'll be for the end."
I better not phone my dad too late at night then, because potentially he could be watching. Although if I'm there, he'll be watching the blowing cricket early, won't he?
He will be watching the cricket. Yeah.
What was I going to say? When does the football in Qatar start?
20th, Sunday, a week on Sunday.
That'll be on while we're up at the retreat then. Yeah.
I don't know. I've not even looked to know when the England games are, but they'll be over that weekend without doubt. Sure. Yeah, it starts on the 20th. Oh, sorry, I was just looking. Caroline's got a new jigsaw suggestion. Limited edition. Thank you. Oh, I'm guessing that must be something to do with the Queen.
Must be Queenie. I wonder what the picture looks like. I'm intrigued now.
Caroline, I don't know if you've just joined. Did you mention the quest as a advent knit? Is it already on the list, or do I need to add it?
Oh, that looks nice.
Got it up.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's got all the different rooms in Buckingham.
Oh, I like that.
I like that, Caroline. That's nice. Oh, and it comes with a little commemorative bag. It's got a full scene on one side and a set of fascinating facts about Queen Elizabeth's life and reign. Oh, that's brilliant. That was really clever. Well, you'll have to add it to your Christmas list, Dominique.
I know I will. I've just written it down so I don't forget. No, that's fine, Caroline. I didn't think I'd remembered it. I've written it down, so I'll add it to the list. That's a nice one. I like that. That's the kind of jigsaw I'd enjoy.
Yeah, that's really nice. Because you're looking at like lots of little bits of pictures, aren't you? Trying to find the different bits.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be good then.
I don't know if it was last year or the year before, a jigsaw, but it was an alphabet. So it was like A's, it was a Christmas alphabet. So it was like A's for angels and B's for bells. So you'd kind of got 26 mini things to pick out in one. So that will come out at Christmas, but I thought I'd bring a new one with me this year.
I might bring a Christmas one up to the retreat. I've got a couple of Christmas ones. We could bring it up and put it on the table in the
yeah,
you know where I mean,
in the winding room.
The winding room, yeah, on that big table. Could put one there if anybody's interested to just go and have a bit of peace and quiet away from the madness and mayhem of cake eating and alcohol.
But you do know that will be me for 4 hours, and then
we know you need a bit of space anyway, so it might work out quite well.
It'll be me and Caroline.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's it. I keep looking around. There's other. I can wool and jigsaws.
I think we've jabbered on quite a long time there. You just need to remember your armholes. Don't forget you need to put those armholes in for your mum. She can't look back in a straight jacket.
Watch this space. I don't know. That might be a Sunday morning. I don't know. It'll be done at some point this week.
And I want to see some photographs of your stash that you brought with you.
Yeah, I'll get that. I thought what I'll do is I'll get a fire going. And then I thought I'd take a picture of them all by the fire.
My fire's all ready to light.
Thought that might be quite atmospheric, but it might be after I have tea.
I didn't want to put my fire on before I started the podcast because then I might have been melting. So put it on.
It has been on here because it was warm when I walked in, but it's not on at the minute. But I'm used to no heating, but I will light a fire.
I've had the heating on. The house, when the house gets warm, it is fairly warm. I haven't had the heating on because when the sun comes through on the rooms, it generally does warm it up a bit. It has been really sunny, hasn't it? But I can just feel it now. It's a bit nippy now.
I nearly got a chair to sit in the garden this morning because 17 degrees.
It was really well. When you called to see me, I was sat in the dining room and it was really warm in there. It was toasty. That was just from the sun.
I'd got one done and dried and in before I came away, so it was very good.
Good stuff. Right.
Have
a lovely week away.
You back next Friday?
Yes. I will.
Normal time next Friday.
Depending on what's happening, I will be home. I'll be travelling home on Friday, but that's if I get there.
Yeah. So we'll be back at 3:00 next Friday. Have a good week, everybody.
Have a good week, everybody. Have fun.
Bye. Holiday photos.
See you later, everybody. Take care.